Hello, West Hartford. We're here live at Cornerstone Pool for one of our first events of the season. Fall athletics are underway in West Hartford Public Schools. Right now we're witnessing Conard versus Bristol Central. This is the first event, women's 200-yard medley relay. Looks like in lane 1, we've got Denista Pavina. Lane 2, Lucy Strum. Lane 3, Charlotte Willard. Excuse me, those are the different, this is the relay, so that's the order for lane 2. We got Denista, Lucy, Charlotte Willard, Delaney Towie. All for Conard there in lane 2. Lane 3, for Bristol Central, we got Isabella Davis, Isabel Paulino, Paige Mimart, Abigail Fields. Lane 4, we're back to Conard. We've got Jane Harhe, Ella Hall, Megan Joe, and Lucy Pinsence. Lane 5, Bristol, Madison Field, Ava Sarnek, Ryla Raynard, Celia Tucci Sanchez. Lane 6, Cecilia Peck, Claire Haverly, Rachel Matthews, Morgan Robinson. Lane 7, back to Bristol, Amelia DeGalia, Savannah Coate, Evelyn Lindsay, and Miley Augustin. Then Conard in lane 8, Sophia Mongolio, Harini Sindar, Lila Krajik, and Courtney James. There's a relay, a 4-person relay here. The girls giving their hardest efforts right now on this very first event. Women's 200-yard medley relay here. I see a lot of parents in the stands cheering on their young ones. The teams lined up behind the swimmers, encouraging them, letting them know how many laps left. And it looks like some times have clocked in. It looks like lane 4, Conard High School, lane 4, has taken first place. Lane 5, that's Bristol, taking second place. Lane 6, Conard High School, third place in this first event here. So clocking in first, right away lane 4 there, Conard High School, Jane Harhe, Ella Hall, Megan Joe, and Lucy Pinsence. The fastest swimmers in this relay. And here we are, lane 7. Bristol Central here wrapping us up. Gonna clock in there. Very nice, very nice. So those places one more time. First place, lane 4, Conard High School. Second place, lane 5, Bristol Central. Third place, lane 6, Conard High School. So 2 of the top 3 spots there going to Conard. A strong start for the Red Wolves. Who knew Wolves could swim, right? And just like that, we're off to our second event. This is the women's 200-yard freestyle. In lane 2, we've got Kayla Loney from Conard High School. Lane 3, we've got Milan Baresi. She's from Bristol High School. Lane 3, Lila Harhe, Conard High School. Lane 5, Madison Piquel. She's from Bristol Central. And then we've got lane 6, Rosalie Alonso, Conard High School. And rounding us out, lane 7 from Bristol Central, Claire Darling. And the swim team it's a team sport. Swimming is a team sport. As you can see, the teammates who are not in the water are active participants, making sure that the swimmer who is on the water knows exactly how many laps left to go, how hard to push, what they need to do to catch up or keep ahead. Quickly relaying instructions just in the quick turnaround at the wall. This one's moving along. It looks like lane number 4 has clocked in. That's Layla Harhay, Conard High School. First place there. Lane number 6 taking second place. That'd be Rosalie Alonso, also of Conard High School. And then third place, lane number 2, Kayla Loney, also Conard High School. In fourth place, we've got lane 5, Madison Piquiel from Bristol Central. And as we wait for the last 2 swimmers here, who's it going to be? Looks like lane 3 clocking in right there. 5th place for lane 3. That's going to be Milan Baresi from Bristol Central. And then Claire Darling, Bristol Central, rounding us out there. And as we speedily move along, here we go, lining up for event number 3. It's going to be the women's 200. Women's 200 IM there. And off they go in the water. Splashdown has occurred. As their teammates, I'm sure you can hear them, they're getting vocal now. This one is not a relay, it's all on these girls. Lane number 2, Madeline Mancini from Conard High School, Paige Memot, Bristol Central in lane 3, Jane Harhay in lane 4 from Conard High School, Morgan Thompson, Bristol Central, lane 5, Celia Filoto, Conard High School, lane 6, Isabel Paulino, lane 7, Bristol Central. And here they are backstroking their way through this lap. Teammates again shouting out, go, 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 turn around, quick turnaround. You got another lap, don't slow down yet. It looks like lane 4 is well in the lead there. And there it is, lane 4 clocking in first place. That's going to be Paige Mimote. Oh, excuse me, no, that's Jane Harhay of Conard High School. Please excuse my mistake. Second place, lane 5, Morgan Thompson, Bristol Central. And then third place, Celia Filoto, Conard High School. Looking at fourth place, lane 2, Madeline Mancini. Fifth place, lane 3, Paige Mimote. And then sixth place, lane 7, Isabel Paulino. So Conard looking for a strong start here. They're looking at a strong start from the Red Wolves out here today at Cornerstone Pool. The beautiful shimmering waters of Cornerstone Pool. Here we go. Event number 4, the 50-yard freestyle. This is the first of 2 heats. This is a quick one. Lane 1. We've got Miley Augustin. Lane 2, Cecilia Peck. Lane 3, Madison Field. Lane 4, Claire Harvey. Number 5, Ava Zarnek. Lucy Pinsence in lane 6. Lane 7, Amelia Dalgia. And lane 8, Morgan Robinson. As they sprint their way back and forth across this pool. Lane 4 coming in first place in this heat, Claire Haverly. Second place, lane 6, Lucy Pinsence. And third place, lane 2, Cecilia Peck. And that's the first of 2 heats there. Over before you could bat an eye. Only 50 yards on that one. Quick race, as we get lined up for our second heat. Only 4 swimmers in this second heat here. Lane 2, Donacia McDonald. Lane 4, Nirja Khan. Lane 6, Courtney James. And lane 8, Arda Sorosh. All of Conard High School. All Red Wolves. If they could give us just one event where the doggy paddle is the swimming style, I feel like the Red Wolves would have the edge just off of that alone. That was a quick heat there. Lane 2, coming in first place, Dancia McDonald. Lane 6, second place, Courtney James. Third place, lane 4, Nirja Khan. And we're flying right through these events. That was the 4th of 12 events. 2 heats in that one. The girls clocking their times in. As we now get ready for some diving. Just to name off a couple of our divers here. The 5th event, 1 meter diving. We've got first diver, it looks like it's going to be Ellen Messina. She's Conard High School. Gabrielle Alexion, also Conard High School. We've got Raya Reinard. She's from Bristol. Then we've got Mia Rosario, Conard High School, and Reese Gibson, Conard High School. A lot of Conard divers. You know, I'm not the greatest swimmer. I think I'd be a worse diver. Something about diving headfirst into a pool of water that I could barely tread. I feel like just the nervousness of coming off of the diving board alone would cause me to flub any dive I attempted. Unless we're going for the belly flop. I'm a master of the belly flop. As we get set up for this diving portion, we just want to take a minute to thank the parents, the coaches, the staff, the assistant coaches, the teachers, everyone who helps to make something like this possible. You know, even leisure services and the town management. They do a great job of keeping this place open and operational and clean and ready for events like this. So it's nice to just stop and say thank you to the people who help make something like this possible. It's a wonderful space. It's used well. Also want to take a second to shout out this platform, West Hartford Community Interactive, WHCI on YouTube. You get swimming here. You get all the high school sports from West Hartford. You'll get basketball when season rolls around. You'll get football. That season's already begun. There's soccer going on, field hockey, lacrosse, all the good stuff. You know, I've had many, many parents say thank you, thank you, thank you for providing this. You know, grandma's down in Florida and would love to see the hockey game, would love to see the soccer game, would love to see my girl swim. Can't make it up from Florida just to see a swim meet, but you can go on YouTube at WHCI on YouTube, and you can find all of this. And not just high school sports, you get town meetings, Board of Ed meetings. You even get just different programming. There's programs, Carolyn Talks TV. If you're into talking TV, she's got that for you. There's Two Guys and a Lot of Wine. I watch that show. They know what they're talking about. They do have a lot of wine, and it's two guys for sure. I saw them. But absolutely check out WHCI on YouTube for live streams of sports, for replays of older games. They're still on the site. You can still check on the channel, on our YouTube channel. All right. Looks like we've got a diver taking position, perhaps for a practice dive. But we're getting closer to the event starting. Yeah, she's just warming up. They're just getting ready. You can check out WHCI for past events, as I was saying. They cover all the sports. Hall versus Conard is a popular one. At the end of the football season, if you can't make that one in person, WHCI does a great job of covering that. Check us out on YouTube. Subscribe to never miss your kids' performances. We're just receiving some rules, the rules of the room for diving. No flash photography. Please try to stay as silent as you can so that the divers can focus and restrict movement. You don't want to be moving around, distracting them. And diving it's a real skill. It's a graceful skill. You've got to really focus and have body control. You know, you could get hurt. We don't think of swimming as a dangerous sport. It's not a contact sport, right? We don't think of it the same way we think of, say, football, where people could get concussed. But without skill and precision, I mean, slipping off the diving board is a real factor. Landing in the water at the wrong angle is a real factor. I mentioned before I'm the king of belly flops. I understand how you should enter the water. I just know that I can't do it. But these girls can. And to do it well, they require focus. So I appreciate their recitation of the rules. I do appreciate a reminder of how the rules go. And here we are. Six, 5, and 5.5 from the judges. A great dive. You could see the look on her coach's face. As soon as she hit the water, he was excited. Attempting the same dive now. Let's see what the judges have to say. 5.5, 5, and a 5.5. A solid dive. Conard off to a very strong start here. And here comes the sole Bristol diver, Rhea Reinhardt. We'll hear what the judges have to say. A 6, a 5.5, and a 4 on that dive. Respectable, but a little behind Conard on that one. Ellen and Gabrielle did a great job. Raya did as well. Here comes Mia, Conard High School. Mia Rosario here. And we'll see what the judges say. 5.5, 5.5, and a 6. Another very solid dive. Conard doing very well with their dives today. And here we are with the 4th Conard diver. Her team very excited at the sight of that. Let's see what the judges say. 8, 6, and a 6.5. Very high scoring dive. You could see immediately as soon as she hit the water, her coach lit up. Her teammates started applauding right away. They knew. Very nice dive. We'll hear the judges' results. 4, 5, and a 4. Not exactly what she was looking for there. She's going to make some refinements. Oh, the judge. Looks like the judge has something to say there. Ah, I see. She had a wristband on. A smartwatch of some sort. The judges have required her to remove it. No biggie. On to the next dive. Here comes Ellen Messina here. With her second dive. And the judges' results are 4.5, 5, and a 4.5. Obviously, the second round of diving a bit more difficult. The girl's still managing. As Rhea adjusts the diving board and makes her way to the edge. We'll see what she's got. And the judges' results are 5.5, 5.5, and a 6. Scoring a bit higher there. Here comes Mia attempting a backwards somersault. This is Mia Rosario, Conard High School. And the judges say 6, 6.5, and 6. Another solid dive. Another solid dive from our Red Wolf divers. And the judges say 7, 6.5, 6.5. A pretty solid score, if I don't say so myself. Here comes Reese Gibson, now taking the board. And we'll see what the judges say. 3, 4.5, and a 4. Here comes Ellen Messina. Five and a half, and then a 7.5 for that one. A tough dive. I was a little nervous on that one. I thought she cut it a little close to the board, but clearly she knew what she was doing. And the judges agreed. And the judges say 7.5. Bingo. Everyone agreed. All judges 7.5 across the board. Here's Mia one more time with her next dive. That one looked nice and clean there. What do the judges say? 6.5, 5, 6. Her team and coach very excited as soon as she hit the water. High fives all around there. And here comes Gabrielle Alexian taking her next dive. And again, the team and coach very excited at the sight of that. What do the judges say? 6, 6.5, 5.5. Another solid dive there. These Conard girls showing off. And here comes Reese Gibson for another dive. And the judges, 4, 4.5, and 4.5.
Ellen, 5211A, back dive, half twist, straight.
Here comes Ellen. Another dive from Ellen Messina.
Judges awards.
And the judges say 4, 5, 3.5.
Rhea, 103C, forward, 1.5 somersault up, 1.6.
And here comes Rhea from Bristol Central. That looks pretty great. Let's see what the judges have to say. That was a solid dive. 6.5, 5.5, 6. Very solid dive. Rhea Reinhardt, the only Bristol Central diver, but not being outdone. She's holding her own here against 4 Red Wolves, who are also giving it their all, doing a great job. 5 excellent divers here. And the judges? 5, 5.5, 5.5.
Gabby, 403C. Edward, 1.5 somersault.
Here comes Gabrielle Alexian, another dive.
Judges awards.
3, 5, and a 5 from the judges.
102C, forward, 1.5 somersault up, 1.4.
Here comes Reese Gibson to show us what she's got on her next dive here. And what have our judges to say? Well, it looks like the official is going to have a word. Our officiant and the judges are having a quick word there, a powwow.
That was an announcer there. I announced the wrong time.
I see.
102C, forward, 1 somersault tuck, 1.4.
So we're going to just take that dive back 1 second. Gonna redo, rewind.
Judges awards.
Now we'll see what the judges say.
4.5.
4.5, 5.5, 5. All right.
Ellen, 101C.
Looks like the coach giving some pointers there about how that could have gone differently, what to work on, what to polish. And here's our next dive.
Judges awards.
And the judges.
Judges awards. 6, 5.5, 5.5. Mia, 5-2, 3-1B. 1.5 somersault. Half twist, free, 2.1.
A lot of excellent dives from these girls. Let's watch this one. Here we go. Mia Rosario. Impressive. Let's see what the judges think. I'm impressed. 4.5, 5, 5. Solid scoring. And here comes Gabrielle Alexian. Lining up to take her dive. And let's see what the judges say. 5, 5.5, and another 5 for Gabrielle. And here comes Reese Gibson. And as we progress through this event, the dives increase in difficulty. As you can see. 4.5, 5.5, 5 are the results for that one. Here comes Ellen Messina. To attempt her next dive. And the judges say 3, 4.5, 3.5. Here comes Rhea Reinhardt. Once again, the only Bristol diver. A solid dive, at least in my eyes. Let's see what the judges say. 5.5. 5.5 bingo. The judges agree. 5.5 across the board. Here comes Mia Rosario. Coach nodding in approval there. 4, 5.5, 5.5. Solid scoring. Conard's been consistent with their scoring. Here comes Gabrielle Alexion again. And the judges say 5.5, 6, 5.5. And that'll be the final dive. We were treated there to quite the spectacle. Quite the spectacle. A lot of solid diving, as I said at the start there. Diving, I don't think anyone underestimates the skill that it takes, but just to really understand the precision with which you got to hit the water. How many bounces to take on the diving board before you leap off, and to get the clearance to not brush up against it or land back on the diving board when you're upside down and spinning. It takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of training. And so again, we want to thank the coaches. We want to thank the swimmers as well for their dedication, coming to practice, smelling of chlorine. But they love it though. As we get the pool set back up, we're going to be entering event number 6. That's going to be the 100-yard butterfly. Going to have 6 racers in that. That would be from Conard High School, Charlotte Willard in lane 2. From Bristol Central, Milan Baresi in lane 3. Lane 4 will have Rachel Matthews of Conard High School. Bristol Central's Rhea Reinhardt, lane 5, who we just saw diving there. She'll be doing the 100-yard butterfly, along with in lane 6, Ella Hall from Conard High School, and Abigail Fields in lane 7 from Bristol Central. And here we are still at Cornerstone Pool getting ready for event number 6 as the girls take their places. This is the 100-yard butterfly. Lane 2, Charlotte Willard of Conard High School. Lane 3, Milan Baresi, Bristol Central. Lane 4, Rachel Matthews, Conard High School. Lane 5, Raya Reinhardt, Bristol Central. Lane 6, Ella Hall from Conard High School, and lane 7, Abigail Fields from Bristol Central. Again, this is the 100-yard butterfly. And they are well on their way. Lanes 2 through 7 being well used right now. And our first racer has finished first and second place, clocking in. In first place, lane 4, Rachel Matthews from Conard High School. Second place, lane 5, Raya Reinhardt, Bristol Central. In third place, lane 6, Ella Hall from Conard High School. Taking the top 3 spots there. 2 going to Conard, 1 to Bristol. As our last 3 racers finish up, there's lane 2 in 4th place, lane 7 in 5th, lane 3 in 6th place. And here comes the 100-yard freestyle. There's 2 heats for this one. This first heat, we've got Miley Augustin, Bristol Central, Claire Haverly, Conard High School in lane 2. We're using lane 1 this time. We don't always do that. Miley's going to be in lane 1, Claire in lane 2. And then we've got another Claire, Claire Darling from Bristol Central, lane 3. Megan Joe, lane 4 from Conard High School. Madison Field, she's from Bristol Central, lane 5. Lila Harhay, lane 6. That's Conard High School there. And then we've got Evelyn Lindsay, lane 7, Bristol Central, and Denista Pavina from Conard High School in lane 8. Using nearly every lane of the pool for this one. Again, the 100-yard freestyle, event number 7 here. We've got the top 3 clocking in already. Lane 4, that'd be Megan Joe from Conard High School in first place. Second place, lane 2, it's going to be Claire Haverly, also from Conard High School. And in third place, lane 6, that's Lila Harhay, also from Conard High School. Conard taking the top 3 spots there. Taking the top 3 spots in the 100-yard freestyle there. Heat 1, that is. Heat 2, it's all Red Wolves in Heat 2. There's Harini Sridhar in lane 2. There's going to be Courtney James in lane 4. Lucy Strum in lane 6. And Sophia Mongilo in lane 8. All from Conard. As they take their places, they prepare to dive in. Waiting for the buzzer. And swimmers in place. The suspense is thick in this room. Just waiting for that buzzer. Bated breath. Well, never mind. They've asked the swimmers to take a step down. Looks like we've got to get something in order here as the judges and officials confer. The conference has ended. The swimmers are in the water, and we're off. We got that sweet, sweet buzzer, and they hopped right in. Again, this is the second heat of the 100-yard freestyle. All Conard girls: Harini Sridhar, Courtney James, Lucy Strum, and Sophia Mongilo. And the top three clocking in there. Lane 2 in first place. That would be Harini Sridhar. Lane 6 in second place, Lucy Strum. Lane 4 in third place, Courtney James. And now we set up for event number 8, the 500-yard freestyle. Only one heat this time. Lane 2, we're looking at Celia Filotto from Conard High School. Amelia Daglia in lane 3 from Bristol Central. Lucy Pinsence from Conard High School, lane 4. Madison Pikelli, that's Bristol Central, lane 5. Lane 6, Kayla Loney from Conard High School. And lane 8, Lila Krajik, also Conard High School. They're off. And this is a long haul of a race, but here we are, the top 3 spots locked in lane 4, 2, and 6 in that order. First place. First place going to Lucy, then Celia, and then to Kayla Krajic. First, second, and third there. As our final racer hits the wall, we get set up for our next event. That one being the 9th event, the 200-yard freestyle relay. One heat. In lane 2, we're going to have from Conard High School, the Red Wolves. In lane 2, it's going to be Charlotte Willard, Harini Sridhar, Sophia Mongilo, and Lila Krajic. Lane 3, Bristol Central, Claire Darling, Ava Sarsnek, Milan Baresi, and Evelyn Lindsay. Lane 4, Conard High School, Gracie Loney, Jane Harhay, Lila Harhay, and Megan Joe. Lane 5, Bristol Central, Morgan Thompson, Rhea Reinhardt, Celia Tukari Sanchez, and Madison Picelli. Lane 6, Conard High School, Claire Haverly, Kayla Loney, Celia Filoto, Lucy Pinsence. And then lane 8, Conard again, Nirja Kanan, Courtney James, Donacia McDonald, and Arda Sorosh. Again, the 200-yard freestyle relay, event number 9, already underway. Take a look. No relay on this one, only one heat. Lane 2, we're looking at Rachel Matthews from Conard High School. From Bristol Central, Paige Mimote, Conard High School. In lane 4, Rosalie Alonso. Lane 5, Morgan Thompson from Bristol Central. Lane 6, Cecilia Peck from Conard High School. Isabella Davis from Bristol Central is in lane 7. And then in lane 8, we've got Madeline Mancini, Conard High School. Backstroking their way up and down the lanes. First, second, and third already clocking in. Lane 4, Rosalie Alonso in first place. Second place, lane 6, Cecilia Peck. And in third place, lane 2, it's Rachel Matthews. All Conard girls. Conard showing out today. Grabbing at least two of the 3 top spots in pretty much every event so far. The Red Wolves can swim. And we are quickly making our way through this swim meet. There are 12 events. We're already on event number 11 coming up here. And that's going to be the 100-yard breaststroke. As we get set up for that, I'll just list off the names here. Lane 2, Morgan Robinson, Conard High School. Lane 3, Isabel Paulino, Bristol Central. Lane 3, Lane 4, Ella Hall from Conard. Lane 5, Ava Sarnek from Bristol Central. Lane 6, Denista Pavina from Conard High School. Lane 7, Bristol Central, Evelyn Lindsay. And then Conard High School, lane 8, Delaney Towie. This is the women's 100-yard breaststroke. The 100-yard breaststroke. I'm not sure if you guys can hear, but from the sidelines, the girls are being cheered on with "whoo, whoo" from their teammates. So much energy, so much shouting, so much encouragement. Like I said before, it's the swim team. It is a team sport. It is a team event. You rely on the energy you get from your fellow teammates, from your fellow swimmers. They're hooping over there. And some of our swimmers have clocked in the first place. Lane 4. That's going to be Ella Hall. Second place will be lane 6, Denista Pavina. And in third place, lane 5, Ava Sarnek. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it. We've made it speedily, actually, quite speedily. It's, you know, time flies when you're having fun. We're already at the 12th event of 12. That's going to be the 400-yard freestyle relay. There's a long haul. In lane 2, we've got the Conard girls, Kayla Loney, Morgan Robinson, Cecilia Peck, and Madeline Mancini. Lane 3, Bristol Central, Claire Darling, Amelia Daglia, Milan Baresi, and Isabella Davis. Lane 4, Conard, Jane Harhay, Megan Joe, Gracie Loney, and Rosalie Alonso. Lane 5, Bristol Central, Madison Piquil, Ava Sarnecki, Celia Turaki Sanchez, and Morgan Thompson. Lane 6, Conard, Lila Harhay, Celia Filoto, Rachel Matthews, and Ella Hall. Lane 7, Bristol Central, Madison Field, Abigail Fields with an S, no relation I suppose, Paige Memot, and Isabella Paulino in lane 7. And then in lane 8 we're going to have Conard girls, Lucy Strum, Harini Sundar, Najira Kanan, and Delaney Towie. Again, this is the 400-yard freestyle relay, event number 12. As we round out this wonderful swim meet, highly competitive in every event. I don't think I saw more than maybe a half a second between first and second place in any event. The dives were beautiful. We were treated to some spectacles there. And now as we speed to the end of this race, this is going to be a long haul. It's a relay again, 400 yards. Each girl has to pull her own weight through the water to keep the team afloat. Pun very much intended. Looks like the final swimmers in the relay are taking their positions as their teammates approach the wall. They take their spot on the podium, hop right in. And they're in. Most teams now on the all teams now on the final leg of their relay. With lane 4 way ahead of the game for Conard, already clocking in at first place. Megan Joe, Gracie Loney, and Rosalie Alonso in first place. Then there's lane 6, also Conard High School. That's going to be Layla Harhe, Celia Filoto, Rachel Matthews, and Ella Hall in second place. And now third place clocking in lane 5. That's going to be Bristol Central, Madison Piquel, Ava Sarnecki, Celia Tuchuri Sanchez, Morgan Thompson there. Very good, very good. That's lane 5 in third place. Looks like lane 2 in fourth place. Lane 2 being Kayla Loney, Morgan Robinson, Cecilia Peck, and Madeline Mancini from Conard High School, taking fourth place. And now we're just waiting to see who will take fifth place between lane 3 and lane 8. Looks like lane 3 just ahead there. Lane 3, Bristol Central, Claire Darling, Amelia Daglia, Milan Baresi, and Isabella Davis, narrowly beating out Conard's lane 8 there. Lucy Strum, Harina Sridhar, Nira Kanan, and Delaney Towie. And as the girls dry off and shake hands, thank their coaches and congratulate their opponents, respect for the opponent is always a must. Sportsmanship is mandatory in West Hartford, obviously. We're good sports. We host the events. We try our best to win the events. And we try even harder to present as a representable, as we present as a wonderful town of reputable, that's the word I was searching for, a reputable town of reputable people, respectable, reputable folks here in Weha. So when we welcome our guests, we welcome them with open arms, and we compete with them to the fullest. So we've done here today. That's what we'll do at the next one. We want to thank you for viewing. We want to thank you for coming out. We got to see some wonderful swimmers, the up-and-comers. I saw on the list a lot of younger swimmers here. There were some juniors and seniors, but I did see a lot of freshmen, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds in the pool, in the water, growing up that next level of talent, that next generation of talent. As we see off our seniors at the end of this year, we'll have the next generation to take their places, of course, and we're training them up. And so again, thank you for watching along with us, this live stream. The rebroadcast will be alive on WHCI on YouTube. If you missed any of this, you can go there and you can catch it, along with any of the other sports that we do here in West Hartford, both Conard and Hall High School. Not just swimming, also football, soccer, volleyball, field hockey, lacrosse, basketball, all of the sports. Not just sports, we do the plays. I remember last season we did Conard High School, they did Frozen. Hall High School did the Pops and Jazz that they always do. We were there. We were there filming it. Not just the performances, but also graduations. We do those as well. If you missed any of that, WHCI on YouTube. You can catch that and all the upcoming events here in West Hartford. Again, thank you so much to all the participants, all the families, all the swimmers, all the athletes. Thank you to the town of West Hartford for putting this together and keeping it up and keeping it nice for all of us. Join us for the next one, WHCI on YouTube. We'll see you there. Have a good one, everybody.